let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is it possible to hold both mindsets or belief systems simultaneously? Because, and if so, is there a flaw with that? Because I kind of find myself in the middle, which is I am fascinated every day by this planet. And a lot of my life has been dedicated to making it a better place.
Hmm.
Yet, I also believe we are insignificant. So
Hmm.
it's like, that's where my mindset sits at the moment. Is there
Yeah.
an issue with that?
Yes.
Great. Tell me about it.
And
I want it to be. I want to feel more important. Trust me.
yeah. So the issue with that is that you cannot think of Earth-like as only having a planet that is going around a star like the sun with the same sort of radius and mass, which are astronomical properties. What really defines our planet is not just those numbers, but is the fact that it has a vibrant biosphere. It is a living world. And then and why is that important? Well, because just take a look around, look at the other planets in our solar system. They're all dead worlds. I mean, if there is anything on Mars, it doesn't look like there is. And if there was, maybe billions of years ago, there's no remains of anything that really relevant happened there. Other moons of our solar system where we kind of think there could be something, they'll be so cold and so different that certainly there is no complex life anywhere. And nowadays, there's this whole field of astrobiology, which is wonderful, which is the study of life in the universe. And we have now mapped over almost 6,000 other worlds, other planets,
Wow.
moving around other stars, which is really spectacular, right? This is
Yeah.
something from the last 15 years or so.
Wow.
And because before we say, yeah, there may be other planets out there, but in science, maybe is not certainty. Say it's
Yeah.
a hypothesis. Now we know it's true. And that is just mind boggling, right? Because if you think of our galaxy,
Mhm.
where the sun is, you say you have 200 billion other stars out there.
Right.
And we can now say with confidence that the vast majority of these stars will have planets moving around it.
Okay.
So that's where the trillions of worlds come from.
Okay.
And then when you do the statistics of what we have learned, you find out that about 3.6% can be Earth-like. That's what astronomers say, which is a lot. I mean,
Sure.
because you're just dividing by 100. So if you have a trillion,
Sure.
dividing by 100 is a hell of a lot of places. And so you say, yeah, you can have billions of other Earth-like planets in our galaxy alone,
Okay.
which is true.
Okay.
The mistake, and this is a fundamental mistake, is to go from there to therefore there will be life in these worlds, and therefore there'll be intelligent life in these worlds, and therefore look at all these jumps, and therefore this intelligent life will construct civilizations which are technologically based, and therefore they will have the interest, psychologically speaking, of being explorers, and therefore they're going to travel all over the place, including around here.
Yep.
So the point is, we have zero idea about the origin of life, you
Hmm.
know, and we do not understand how 3.5 billion years ago, maybe a little more,
Hmm.
some primordial molecules in this planet got together and became a living thing. And what does that mean by a living thing? It means an agglomeration of chemicals that is able to get energy from the environment, eat, metabolize stuff, and reproduce.
Mm.
We do not know how that happened. And so the jump from can I have, amino acids in other worlds, the basics of proteins and stuff
Yeah.
like just start sure, of course we can, and we do. But that tells us nothing about the existence of life in other worlds.
This is fascinating.